Good morning, UPBOptionMillionaires.com. Real quick on this June 28, 2018. It's a Thursday. S&P 500 futures have broken key support levels here pre-market. We're down almost 30% through this 2,700 level. This was a level that heading into 2018 was key resistance. We broke through it. And this week, key support, and it was support back before we vaulted up to recent highs. Nearing that 2,800 level was key support. Now we've broken through it, so it looks pretty bearish for the market here. A lot of people talking about this similar kind of setup that we saw at the start of the year and also here in March that both led to significant declines. Are we setting up for that? Certainly something to keep an eye on. Financials have been in a complete tailspin, a record consecutive days down for financials. Yes, even beating the financial crisis. So something to keep an eye on, of course. The financials are rotting, and that is leading here, helping to lead the market to lower prices. Look for the S&P 500 ETF breaking support. Look at the QQQ. We broke that 170 level. We're down to the low 169s here this morning. That's a key support break. Small caps are breaking lower, have broke support, and you can see we're heading down to that low 160 level for IWM. S&P 500 broke through that channel. If you look from a long-term support perspective, that 270 level held up for us, but it's now breaking lower, and you can see possibly a move to the 200-day moving average at about 264 for the S&P 500 ETF. Yes, and financials breaking down. You see, if you draw a trend line across here, we broke through support yesterday, and if you look from a longer-term perspective, actually pull in and just look how nasty it's been since the start of June. Pretty nasty decline for financials, and really picking up steam with a sharp move lower yesterday. And what was worse yesterday, you can see the wick here. Look how high we were. We're up almost 1% on financials. What an intraday reversal with financials. We even saw it with some of the big FANG stocks. Netflix was up 411. What's the 411 on Netflix? Not so good as we fell to 390. It was a $21 reversal. Amazon also starting to roll over. I talked about this and also brought it up in the post I did this week at Option Millionaires. If you look at the charts for Amazon and Netflix coming up to points where, look, once we started to turn, it's been a pretty sharp reversal. Netflix as well. Let's see, that's Amazon. Pull up Netflix. You can see we get to these start reversal points, and it takes, a week and a half, 2 weeks before we start moving to the upside again. So I think that's where we're at with Amazon and Netflix. Facebook got over $200 real quick yesterday before pulling back. But look, this 195 level, key support for Facebook. So watch that here today. Facebook 195 was over 200 for a little bit yesterday's session. Got out of those calls luckily right after the open. We can see support coming up to 195 on Facebook. If you don't want to get short this market, what's worked over the last 8+ years has been a reversal in momentum. So if you look from a long-term perspective, momentum still has not rolled over. A short-term perspective, we got that momentum sell signal, but once we get that buy signal, so we drop into the negative territory here. Once we start to turn, we get that buy signal. Has been a great turning point for the market. Look, in April, nice buy signal, and at the lows in February, nice buy signal. So that's what you're going to look for. So as this market rolls over, we start to get this momentum really get overdone here. We start to turn around. We get that buy signal. You can look, we stay up at the top here as the trend has been up. So that staying down below here, this negative momentum, usually doesn't last long, so we're going to get a sharp reversal. So that's something to watch for. And you can look at the S&P 500's also, look, it's almost in that territory there, and doesn't stay there too long. Small caps getting down there in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The diamonds, look at that, get even further. And remember, the Dow has been down something like, 10 of the last 11 sessions. So it's been a pretty dramatic pullback. You can see long-term support here. This is the former wedge breakout, so maybe we'll come back to this 235 level. That's a 600-point Dow Jones Industrial Average move. But needless to say, we can see everything starting to roll over here. We broke support, so setting up for at least a move to the S&P 500 200-day moving average, the SPY about 264. UPBOptionMillionaires.com. I'll see you in the chat room.